Ayomide here, and you already know what time it is. We're back for another episode of the World Without People podcast. More voices, more real stories, and even deeper conversations that challenge the way we see the world. This season, we're peeling back even more layers, exploring life, love, purpose, and the beautiful complexities of the human experience. New guests, fresh perspectives, and of course, the same unfiltered, soul stirring energy you love. So, whether you've been rocking with us since day one or you're just joining the adventure, welcome. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's keep the conversation going one unforgettable story at a time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The World Without People. My name is Ayomide, and I'm happy to be here. I'm always happy to be here. But again, as I always say, I'm always exceptionally happy when I see or meet guests, e.g., ones I've never met, and then turns out we know like 10 people together. I don't know if I'm getting as popular as my husband. What do you guys reckon this race in Lagos? I feel like I'm going to quite be able to beat him. Anyways, I am so proud to meet or to have Ejimonye. Ejimonye. Sorry, is the Oyinbo is the Oyinbo. Okay. Sorry, Ejimonye on my show.
Ofodum. Actually, it's
Ofodum.
Yeah, but good luck, man.
Ofodum. You know that might be easier than Ejimonye. No, but it's like saying Ugo Moye, but like yours is one.
Ejimonye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eji gap. I'm gonna
really?
Or two,
Meji,
yes.
Well, it's Ejimonye.
No, but it's more Ej.
It is Ejimonye.
Ej. So yeah, gap, like the gap that we have. Yeah. Anyways, all of this to say, thank you and welcome to our show. She's the CEO of Fikaya. Am I saying that?
Fikaya.
Hey, Jesus. All of this we should have rehearsed before we started.
It's okay.
Fikaya. What does that mean? Like, how did you guys come up with that?
Good questions. It's Igbo. Clean it in Igbo.
Clean it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I know.
Fichaya.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it properly? At this place, we have to give me Igbo
Come on
lessons,
now.
okay?
I got you.
That's true. Steph is also
Igbo and Yoruba. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That's her business partner. Anyways, and that is just one of many things that you do, right?
Apparently. Allegedly.
And shout out to Steph actually. So we have put up this thing about we were looking for a guest. I told Steph that I was going to have her come, and then she goes and she nominates you, and you were how do they say that thing? Nomitold? What's that thing? There's a thing that they say. Anyways, voluntold.
Okay.
You was it? Yeah. So she voluntold you, and then you agreed, and I'm so very very excited that you made it. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Turns out my in-laws, my husband, my brother, like small world. You even know my what's it called? My production team people.
Girl, apparently.
Yeah, so we should be best friends.
Come on now, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. As usual, I always want to start from the beginning, right?
Sure.
I always want to know what primary school, what high school, what secondary school, what you do. Mm-hmm. What has brought you to this place where you are at now as a woman? And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, good question. Hi, everybody. I went to Redeemers Primary School.
Okay.
Yeah. I spent 6 years. No. I was in Sunnyfield in Sierra Leone.
No way.
Yeah, you know Sunnyfield?
Yes, that's where my siblings went to school. No way.
Yeah.
You live in
Yeah.
No way.
I swear, more on those streets. I know, God,
Is the course
like, close?
Yes.
Off Moreno?
Yes.
Stop
Wait,
it.
Do you know Arthur? Do you know Shall I like? Okay, sorry, we can't be doing all of that now.
No, what? You need off Moreno?
Yes, go to the
Yeah.
house, right?
Yes. You're close.
Yes.
Stop. What was your house?
Number 11. But that one, so ours was closer to, like, you know, entered the coast, but we were closer to the Masha Bridge.
Masha,
yeah, the bridge that comes down towards Abuja. No way.
Of Moreno?
I'm pretty sure, but we can.
For like about 7 of Moreno. I'm like my house was like opposite the well, it needs to be opposite. Not the gate, the close.
Yes, no. So you know, like the estate gate, there was like this
yes, close. Yes.
We'll
girl,
talk about
okay, girl. Wow.
maybe no. I now need to know what your age is. So maybe
I
I'll say maybe that's
know.
like
Yeah.
okay, we never
No, maybe
met.
that's what I'm
Okay,
30. Girl, I'm a small girl, so it's fine.
okay,
So,
fair enough.
so I went to Sunnyfield first for the
Okay,
first 2 years,
okay,
primary one and primary two.
okay,
And then my mom, our neighbor downstairs, because we lived upstairs,
okay.
our neighbor downstairs that just moved into the building, and then she was like, and then one day her son was reading, apparently reading newspaper, right?
Mm.
And then my mom was just like, she's like, let me call my daughter, let me see if she can read this newspaper. Now called me downstairs, like, oh yeah, read this newspaper. I'm like, Mom, I can't, I don't want to read it. They're like, what do you mean? Only size reading. I say read. I was like, I don't know. The next semester I was in that school.
Really?
I now moved to Redeemers. So
Okay.
I changed. So I went to
That's a big
Redeemers.
testament.
Girl, stayed there for about till like I
Graduated.
graduated. Then moved to Vian Paola.
Okay.
Yeah, did
Okay.
all 6 years in Vian Paola.
Okay.
Um, and then after school, I graduated in 2008.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
spent 1 year at home,
Okay.
visa shenanigans. Then went to Bath Academy,
Okay.
right, for a
Okay.
year, foundation program. Then moved to Aston University
Okay. Where's that?
in Birmingham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, girl, I'm here.
Okay.
Then all the
All the other things.
yeah,
Okay.
came
So
back
what
to
did you
Nigeria.
study?
Economics and management.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So at the time you were choosing economics and management, what did you think you were going to be?
Honestly, I didn't quite know per se because I've always known I'm a generalist.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like
Okay.
I like different things.
Okay.
But my dad always wanted me to be a pharmacist. In fact, he wanted me to be a lawyer because I think he saw my energy and
Yeah.
how like I could come back. Like we see something like I can think about it critically and then give you back and everything. And it's like, he called me one day. He's like, you like to read? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, then definitely not law. So he was trying to like mold me to like doing pharmacy.
Right.
That was not quite my thing either.
Right.
And then, so I think it was when I was in Bath, I was like, okay, I've always loved economics from secondary school. My shout out to Mrs. Oyedun. She was great. So I'm like, okay, you know what, economics and management. I like business, some management. So I was like, okay, you know what, there's a course for that. And I did it.
Okay,
I was
that makes sense.
inspired,
Now
yeah.
let me go back real quick. So did you think that your mom like it worked moving from Sunnyfield to
Oh, it definitely did because I guess, because girl, when I took the entrance exam in Redeemers, I failed the exam. So I was actually meant to go from primary two to primary three. And I was so terrible that they said I had to repeat primary two. In fact, they considered taking me to primary one.
What?
Girl, I guess I was dumb as fuck. Excuse my language.
But is it and the reason I say that is because we talk a lot about education
Yeah.
in Nigeria. And I'm wondering, do you think it was the education system? Do you mean that you just hadn't been challenged? What would you say? Do you think it was a matter of Sunnyfield's education program? Do you think you just hadn't blossomed? Because I say that because, for example, I did so well in primary school. My dad thought I was a genius. They sent me to secondary school at primary 8.
Oh, wow.
I said at primary 8 at age 8.
Wow.
From that till I almost finished till I finished secondary school. Yes, I was good at English.
Oh, wow.
But till I finished secondary school, I felt like I was an average student.
Right.
And then after secondary school, my dad is like, "You're not traveling again. You're not traveling yet. You're going to another school." And then I was a genius because now I started to blossom because different environments, everything.
Right.
And same thing by the time I went to the US for undergrad, I mean, I was doing so well. I know they say a lot about Nigerians doing so well, but like that kind of like I was chilling doing well.
Right.
I don't know if it's a change of environment, if it's personality.
So,
what would you say?
Apparently, allegedly, my mom and my siblings said to me that I was very intelligent in nursery. I went to a different nursery school, and I was like, I was very smart. At least amongst my peers, I was really smart. And then they moved me from nursery to, I think it was called Joanna. They moved me from nursery, of course, to primary to Sunnyfield, where I did primary one and primary two. And thought I was okay, like nothing was off with me. But when compared with a primary one student that was at Redeemers, he could read. I couldn't put the words together.
Yeah.
That's when my mom was like, "Oh, I need to be worried."
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I think it may have been that perhaps the quality of the education,
Right.
as at that maybe like primary one, primary two,
Right.
compared to other schools,
Right.
was shaky,
Yeah.
right? And I know when I went to Redeemers, like I said, when I took the entrance exam,
Yeah.
I couldn't do what the primary two, in fact, primary three, because I was trying to go to primary three. And they wanted to take me back. That's how bad I was. They wanted to take me back to primary one.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, age is not on our side. Let her just repeat primary two. So my mom made sure that I took after lessons,
yeah.
things just to like get me to improve.
Yeah.
And honestly, I did improve because from being second to the last, in primary school, I started like moving up 15th position slowly. And then when I went to Vian Fowler at the time, I think my lowest was maybe 13th, and it started blossoming to the point where I'll be like 11th in class, ninth and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, I think it just buttresses the point of one. First of all, I'm not. It can't exactly be standard, but this whole idea of standard curriculum, we need a standard curriculum.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. Like, if you did not have a parent who saw or who knew or who somebody to compare with,
yes.
right? Like, 'cause I think about it like, what was my father comparing me to?
Exactly.
When we were saying juniors, other than the
Yeah.
fact that I was doing well in class.
In class.
If I was at average there at home, would
They
he
would-
have had something to
He
compare
probably
with?
would.
Do you
And
understand?
also, my mom wouldn't have known as well.
Yeah.
For all she knows, her child is a very smart kid.
Yeah.
From nursery, right?
Yeah.
They can do 2 times 2, 3
Yeah.
times at nursery, right?
Yeah.
So, I think perhaps just being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And seeing that, oh, someone can read. Oh, I wonder if my daughter can read. Oh, come and read. And then it's like, oh.
I actually really like that story. I'm happy
Yeah.
on it because I think, one, if there are any parents listening, make sure
Yes.
you're being
And I'm hoping
watchful.
that hopefully by now the standard across this may be a bit more standard, because this was like years ago.
Yeah,
So
but
hopefully,
still.
fingers crossed.
But still, I mean, that was. I feel like how like Nigeria was supposed to be good back then. I mean, we're going to make it a better future in Jesus'
Future,
name. But I'm just saying,
amen.
like, it was supposed to be good back then, and so.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Anyways, I love that. I really love that part of the story
Sure.
because again, for me, it's like in the first 10 minutes, people can already have gotten something from this conversation.
Yes,
so I love that.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
all right. We're gonna do. We usually do this last, but we're gonna do our fire rapid round questions. Just takes about 2 minutes.
Okay.
To get you to relax. Are you relaxed?
I think so. What do you guys think? Do I look relaxed? Huh? What do you think? Honestly, what do you think? Okay.
Physical meetings or virtual meetings?
Physical.
Physical.
Depending on who it is.
All right.
If it's money, physical. If it's team, virtual, it's fine.
Okay.
Once in a while, physical.
What's one app you can't live without? Absolutely. If that was the one thing they were going to do versus your life.
Netflix.
Really?
I love TV shows.
Oh, what kind?
I don't
What's your
play.
favorite?
Documentaries, drama,
Okay, drama we can talk.
reality. Oh yeah, girl. But drama, like, and then also like things are very cerebral. Like they get me going. Yeah.
Okay, what's the last show you watched that you really
I'm
liked?
currently watching Love Is Blind.
Sorry.
Girl.
Last show that
You
is
asked.
drama. Last show that is drama or
Oh.
cerebral.
I think last show.
Mhm.
Girl, I watched it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I watched too many. Oh, the last show that was. Oh, girl. I was gonna say I just finished watching what's it called on Hulu. But it was still love, Sha. Look, I love too.
That's okay.
It's reality too. This one now, the Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I can't.
Those are like the most recent last two. So anything I can't remember. Oh, I was watching this story, but a documentary too. But story of the cowboy, Dallas Cowboy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboy. Let me see.
American
love,
football team.
Yeah, no, I know. I love American football teams.
Yeah.
American football. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
see whose story they were doing.
So basically, the story of the founder.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What's your least favorite chore?
Girl, I don't like no chores. Everything's the least, man. I can't even pretend. Like my dad, apparently, I'm not domesticated.
Wait, how many are you? You
My
never said that
in my
part. Yeah,
family,
yes, like kids.
girl, don't get me started.
Huh?
Let me say it like this. I have wait, hold on. From my mom's side, 4 kids. From my dad's side, 7 kids. So I have 11 siblings.
Okay, so the four
No,
are
yeah.
not
Um,
connected.
we're not all connected. I'm an only child. I'm also the fifth child of both parents. Yeah,
I
yeah,
will leave that.
yeah,
Let's.
yeah,
So, I want to unpack that. It's a lie. I can't
yeah.
leave it. So wait, do you feel like an only child?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yes, because I'm the only one that has the unique experience of both my mom and my dad,
Okay.
right? And no, because I have my siblings that I talk to, especially from my mom's side. Yeah, my guys. Like I can call and like right now, my sister's husband is helping me interview drivers.
That is.
So yeah, yes and no.
Okay. And what's your position?
I'm the
Regardless.
fifth
Okay.
of both parents, from both parents, the fifth
Okay.
child.
Okay.
Yeah. So last child from my mom, fifth, and then from my dad, I'm the fifth child as well. And then he has
Interesting.
more after me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm also an only child of both of them.
I know. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I mean, it's quite unique. I don't know too
Apparently,
many people.
I know, very, very. And I was born on the 5th of April.
Ooh, come on. See, that's not being your goodness name. Oh,
Five, I know, Loki.
Five, something.
I should do something with five
You
actually,
understand?
and it means grace in gospel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm really a
I
grace
did not
child.
know that, but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Come to our church.
Talk about that.
Did I just? Yeah. Okay. It's okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. April babies. My husband, my sister, my baby
Yes.
sister. Okay,
Yes.
I'll give that to you. All right. Name one thing about you that social media doesn't show.
Sure about me,
Hmm?
girl. I don't show nothing on social media, so there's so many things.
All
But one
right.
thing, hmm, I love love.
No.
Like I love love like mad.
Okay.
Like I once did a project where I would connect people, like because I know so many quality women.
Mm-hmm.
I also know, if I'm being honest, not so many quality men. But the few that I know,
Like with the whole world.
I try to like do like
Yeah.
set them up on dates and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's how much I love love.
Yeah.
I don't know if Femina knows that, but yeah, yeah.
I love it. What's your favorite Gen Z slang or trend? Wait, are you
Go
Gen Z?
on, babe. I'm millennial like mad.
Are you sure?
After I
No, I was trying
checked,
to calculate. I
I'm
was trying to
54.
calculate. What is that? 28? Yeah,
I'm
what?
54.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry,
definitely.
by the time I was calculating, I was like, wait, is she like
Is she?
29?
No,
Like...
no, 34.
Okay.
34.
I'm also one of those people who says my age a lot, and my mother absolutely cannot stand this. Well, maybe now that
Really?
I'm married, she would have come down.
She'd have come. She's like, come on, don't you know that it should be? Should be.
I see your age.
I don't care.
Hey everyone, if you're enjoying the podcast, please don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, or share button. Whether you're on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, or YouTube, your support helps us to reach more people. Stay tuned for more amazing conversations, and thank you for being a part of our community. Okay, all right. So we agreed that we're going to talk about waiting.
Mm-hmm.
What does waiting mean to you?
Oh, by the way, it's the same co-founder that said you should talk about waiting. Um, I think waiting for me, I think depending on the season, it means different things.
Right.
In this particular season, waiting for me is enjoying myself while I'm waiting for a particular season or seasons of that I'm hoping for.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying myself. I'm staying prayed up. I'm believing, but being so present, right? I mean, I'm in the moment. I'm being intentional in this particular moment, essentially, for what I'm hoping for.
Now, most people, when they hear waiting, only think of two things:
Husband,
husband and baby.
yeah.
So, aside from, because even I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, aside from waiting for husband or baby,
Or career, to be honest.
that's why I was going to go with that because I'm like, aside from husband or baby, I'm waiting for that thing that's going to make me blow, like, or put me in
That
that
part.
place
That
where
part.
I'm like, I've had this thing where people have said certain things, like you're going to take territory. I see you
Dominate,
talking, you know.
multiply, overtake, recover all.
I
Yeah.
see you talking to thousands of people, and that actual physical like prophecy kind of thing, and
Yeah.
that's what waiting means to me. But a lot of people, it's always that's what people think about. Now, the thing is, none of these things are promised per
Right.
se.
Right.
So what is the waiting? It's something I struggle with, right? Because
Right.
when I was single, so I got married at 38. So when I was single, it's we are waiting, we're trusting God, we're waiting, and I'm like, oh, are we waiting? Like, was there a time that I missed that is now waiting? Does that make sense? I feel like maybe I can understand it more with pregnancy because it's like, okay,
You just don't know.
if you're married and you want children,
That's the
right?
next thing.
You it's only God that can give you said children.
Yes.
Literally, it's only God that
Yeah.
because you can marry. Anybody can marry in
That
in
part.
of itself.
Yes.
You can go and meet somebody today and decide,
Yes,
let's do
let's
this,
do this,
right?
yeah.
So for the most part, we
We have
choose.
control. We have control over that. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like pregnancy is the only thing that we don't,
And
have.
career. And that big,
And that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Career.
Yeah.
So for me, let's first of all unpack why you think that, at least as Nigerian and especially as women, the focus on this idea of waiting is only about children. Well, let me even take children. It's only about marriage.
Marriage. Because I mean, society. When it comes to society and our culture, once you're 25, it's time to get married, right?
Do you think it's still a thing?
Are you playing?
Ah,
If you don't want it, your mother will tell you it's time. Your auntie will tell you it's time. Your cousin will tell you it's time. People will not start getting married. So even your people, so even the weddings you're going to will tell you that it's time, right? So I think that might be like the social. If I'm being honest with you, I always think I was not going to get married on time, right? In fact,
Okay.
yeah.
Pause. See?
Okay.
Pause. Sorry. I know she let you finish your thought.
No,
You just
it's
said
good.
a word.
Yeah.
What does on time mean?
So on time means when everybody believes I should be married based on 25 to 30. That is even old safe. 25, 26, 27, you should be married. My sister got married at 24, 25. And I remember telling me that, that's 24, she was going to get married. And she did get married at 24, 25, right? But when she said that to me, like, oh, I'm just like, Mama, I'm like, I'm still a baby. 26 will come. I'm like, 26K, I should get married now. I'm still a baby. So I said, I still think I'm a baby right now, actually, if I'm being honest. Girl, let me not lie. I feel like, what do I know?
Agreed.
Just before I came here, I was talking to a friend. Even my brother just gave birth. I'm like, you're still a baby. You are not carrying a baby. Like, for me, it blows my mind. But I think that's essentially what it is. Like that age, and I think now apparently we have a biological clock as well to consider, right? So that's another thing that can tell you that it's time to get married because we don't want to give birth and then marry. That for me, I won't give birth, but I would adopt. But my dad was like, no, I don't think. So give me compelling reason why not to. But like ideally you would, if you want to give birth or whatever, you get a child and marry. But societally, you're supposed to marry then give birth. So yeah.
I'm still kind of stuck on time.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, ideally, the way I understand it, right? Nigerian parents don't talk to you about dating.
Yeah.
Until you graduate from college and then all of a sudden the next step is supposed to be marriage.
Yeah.
So that already doesn't make sense.
Yes.
But and I was lucky enough, I don't know, maybe because my parents were divorced or whatever, they never gave me that speech. I think to your point, my parents were more worried when I was always attending weddings and I was not, dating. In fact, I think they would have been happy if I was at least dating. I was not even dating, so whatever. They were like, "What the hell is
Girl,
going on?"
I didn't even go for weddings.
All these your friends all these
I
people,
didn't even go for weddings.
especially the men. That was the one that used to stress my mom out. That This man that you said is your friend, now
Friend.
he's getting married.
Like
That
getting
man
married.
all of them your friends, and
I
now they're getting
swear.
married. So he was stressing her out. But I'm saying, like, I didn't have a time. I mean, I agree that the biological clock is
the
the
thing.
is the quote unquote thing. But we're also again nowadays in the advancement of medicine, right?
Yes.
So there's IVF. I
Can freeze your
literally
egg.
don't have to put the baby inside of
Can do
me. I
embryo.
can put and they'll go and be planted
Yes.
in
Yes. Somebody else.
no, right? I think incubator. The baby can wait from
I've
beginning
not
to
gotten
end.
to that point though.
Can
I think
be.
you're ahead of me. I didn't even know that part.
I'm just saying
Oh
that that's
wow.
how science has
Oh
gone.
wow.
Literally
Oh wow.
from beginning to end, the baby can just be
Oh
in a
wow.
cubicle and just be born.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's my egg, yes, it's his
Yes.
sperm, but like still. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that sometimes do you think it's actually still us? Even because even if tradition and culture is moving,
Mm-hmm.
we are just judging ourselves based off of our friends and family.
I mean, generally yes. For me, no.
Okay.
Right? Because I have never been. If everybody else is getting married, good. In fact, I want you to get married. My only thing is that I just, especially with my friend, I'm only particular that you're getting married to your person because for me it's like I will have heartbreak actually, literally.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. But for me, when it comes to time, I feel like now I'm ready. 5 years ago, hell no. In fact, even what? Get married? What's me? What's me of that? No. But now I'm ready. You know, now I feel like I know myself better. I feel like I have learned a lot. I've evolved and all of that. So I feel like mentally, psychologically, spiritually as well, I'm in a place where I can actually be a wife.
Yeah.
Like I'm a wife now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so does that mean then, if you think about it, that you are now just stepping into your waiting season?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think that's something I've never kind of thought about before, right?
Yeah.
We act as if the waiting season. All right. So for you, then, would you say that where you get into your waiting season at the point when you are ready for that thing? Like, so now you're ready for marriage. Every point till you get married is now quote unquote the waiting season.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, then obviously it's, I don't want to say it's a choice because, like you said, now there's no control, right? Because in that sense, you kind of have released yourself to, in our case, God, to now bring in that desire for us.
Yes.
How do you now manage that lack of control?
I mean, so when you say lack of control, that means like I'm not the one that is what's it called?
Moving things along.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Girl. So let me be very specific. Let me be specific to marriage. So like I said, 5 years ago I was not ready to get married. 3 years ago I was not ready to get married. But like now that I'm ready, I can call myself a wife now, and I'm still learning to be a wife. By the way, it's still a journey. But now waiting now simply means that I'm praying for me to just keep getting better spiritually, mentally, psychologically. In fact, I have a dog. I got a dog like 4 years ago because I didn't want to have culture shock of,
taking care of something.
Having a man, thinking of a man, and then having children. Like I didn't want to have culture, and. Also waiting also means praying. Like now, like I'm praying for my husband. I've been praying for him, but now I'm now even way more intentional about praying for him. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he is. I don't know how he is. But it's like, I'm praying for him for his growth, his development spiritually, financially, and all the leads basically, right? Even my children, I'm praying for our children already. I'm praying for people that are connected to us as well. So that's what waiting for me is as well. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm resting. Waiting doesn't mean that I'm anxious for. No, I have the desire. God has put in my heart to want to be married. But I'm resting. I'm between you and I. My mom, everybody wants me to get married this year. I'm just like, guys, I'll get married. Relax. Yeah. So I'm at peace because I know that. But my prayer has gone beyond then my husband come. I'm no more praying about that. So like for me, I'm in Thanksgiving. I'm just thanking God for that. So I'm praying for other things. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think that's what waiting for me is, and I'm just enjoying myself every day.
Makes sense. I mean, not to go deep into marriage since we want to talk about other things, but do you have a list? So for me, when I was quote unquote waiting, I was waiting because I was so sure who he was going to be.
Right.
I knew what he looked like.
Oh wow.
I mean, I knew it was Dame Lade, but I knew what he looked like. I knew what he was going to be like. I knew what I had this list. And when I say list, it wasn't a list because it was, you know, I had to check it off, but it was the, you know, almost like a vision board. So, do you subscribe to that?
I do.
Okay. Because some people are like, no, you're not supposed to have a list. Like, I was very insistent he was going to be tall.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but people thought it was crazy.
I remember my former pastor. He said this that you cannot. But this was like the scriptural. It's like you cannot vision. You cannot vision. You cannot have a vision that you have not pictured from the scripture. Right.
Okay.
So I definitely subscribe to having a vision of who you want to spend your life with. So yes, I do have a vision of who he is. You want me to share that?
No. It's okay. I mean, we can.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
If that's necessary, but if you want, but
no. But here's the thing, right? I think one of the good things about this is that he also gives people practical. Do you understand? Because sometimes we say these things, but so I've tried to share mine as much as possible, not the exact list, but like in general, because I think people need that practical thing to hold on to sometimes, right? Like, you know, because we sometimes hide in our. Like I said, I got married at 38. We sometimes hide in that.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
But it feels like a shame. I don't know why we think it's a shame.
Exactly, but it's not. So for me, it's like, let me tell you, you know how people always are like, oh, the Sierra prayer.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Exactly, but you know, she shared something as well.
Did.
So like, again, if somebody needs that thing, that could be the thing to say. Okay, let me give you an example. Some people will likely say that, you know, you're silly for doing, for saying tall. Right? But if I say, and I've shared this, and thankfully his mom has actually been on our show, the idea of what I wanted in a mother-in-law. And they're like, okay, you know what? I want that one. And then able to anyways, that's what I think.
I agree with you. Like I said, I also believe, I do believe in, you know, I absolutely do believe in, you know, having a vision of who your husband is. For me, I think the very first thing is that, man, he is close with God, like mad, like he's surrendered, because I'm going to be submitting to him. So if he's someone that's a headless chicken, what am I following? What am I submitting to? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think because I'm also like I have a strong personality, right? Like I need to know that my husband is surrendered, right? So that I can also like be able to submit without thinking too much, and I want to rest my family energy. You know what I mean? So for me, that's part of what I want to be able to, you know, like that's part of my vision, right? So spiritually he's submitted to God in his everyday life and his family. A man that is. Let me go physical. You know, I definitely go with the tall man. Right, girl. I want a tall man because again, I have that vision of maybe 6'1", 6'2". You know, and then we all want that. Who doesn't want that?
Yes,
you know,
very necessary. Makes the pictures look cute.
I mean that part. You know, but also me, I'm a bit plus size, right? So for me, I'm like, I need him to be a certain height, right? So I definitely want a tall man. I want. I don't care about his complexion, but I prefer a dark man. I'm just funny joking. Anyway, I'll tell you that. Anyway, anyway, I'm so silly actually. I don't know, I'm so silly. But yeah, anyway.
So silly.
So definitely a dark man, but I'm indifferent. Then financially, girl, if you asked me a year ago, I would have told you, I don't care if he has money. He just needs to have drive and, you know, he's not a lazy person. He wants to, he's a go-getter. Now.
Money is...
I am
I just, let me ask.
Girl,
Let's just be honest.
my desires changed. And I'm like, God, you better come correct now. I need him to be a bit like.
Oh, you need to be a billionaire
Girl,
right now.
okay. Honestly, I mean, he's a billionaire. Whether he's
Yes.
already a billionaire now
Okay.
or I don't know, but like,
Prophesy.
but financially, he's overly comfortable when I meet him. Not in 5 years, not in 1 year after we get married. No, he is already very comfortable.
Please, I
right?
need to breathe.
No, you should breathe though, because this one. And a friend of mine was saying to me that what if I said it's not my is your desire?
Yeah, exactly.
I think my desire has changed though.
Seriously.
So honestly, and like I was very open to that because I'm also a builder. I'm also someone that I love to empower people. I love to like see things blossom and grow. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm good. Yeah. I want a man that is well formed in all of these areas, including financially as well. So financially, I definitely want a man that is very well to do. I'm saying very well to do. What else? Emotionally intelligent, of course. A man that is very supportive, a provider. And I recently started understanding who a husband is, right? I always thought, oh yeah, husband, you have sex and you have children and he can pay for school fees and, all of that. He can fight for me, if anything, because I'm very stubborn. So it's like, if anything, I want to fight for me, it's me and him against the world. But I said, I think between the past few months, one of the things I've been learning is like, a husband being a groom from the Bible context. And it's like, when you think about Jesus is the husband and also the bride. And if you think about how Jesus really works on to build us and supply all that we need, and he's not just financial, it's also emotional, it's also physical, whatever that looks like, that provision spiritually as well. Someone that is spiritual covering over me and our family, someone that is pushing me in my career and my endeavors, someone that is when I'm breaking down, I don't know what I'm doing, he's like, girl, come on, let's go to the drawing board. I got you. So it's like that provider mentality evolved for me beyond financial provision, right? It got to spiritual provision, mental provision, and just generally, right? So, that is what I believe I'm looking for, the vision of, and of course, good upbringing as well. Do you get? Because it's in the details. Yes. Right? We think that it's, being married to somebody is literally in details. And I think to myself, because again, I'm very particular about my friendships. Right? I don't have that many friends, but I talk to lots of people. I know lots of people. But people that are my people, every day in my ear, there are a few. Right? So, and for me, it's like, if I'm intentional with that, my husband should be intentional about that, what kind of people that he has as well. But again, with that, it builds character, right? He has to be a man of character. His yes is his yes, his no is his no. He's kind, and when we say kind, we overflow kindness now. And again, kindness in the details. It's like
just what it is.
You can say, Ejimonye, you need to lose weight, but how do you say you need to lose weight? Do you see what I'm saying? How are you also showing up in helping me lose it, for example? Do you see what I'm saying? Or how are you, girl? I heard this thing recently where, actually, I always think about it, but I also just heard it recently that, date a guy that's, when you're pregnant, or how is the husband of pregnancy and I can't remember what it was, but the way I look at it is like, how is he going to treat me when I'm ill, when there's cut in my nose, when there's, how, is this still loving and caring? It's like, oh baby, let me, so it's like, so that is, for me, that is my understanding of marriage. You get, it's not the fancy, cute, oh, I love you,
To be to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, the things I'll be smelling, are you still going to be sweet to me? No, girl, do you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah, so I think that is my vision. Someone that's my friend, that is my guy, because I'm also I'm a guy's guy or a girl's girl.
Yeah, a guy's girl.
Guy's girl.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. That is my vision.
I love it. And no notes. I think if you hit the nail on the head, especially with the kindness. Because kindness, when you're nasty to the person, when you're not even, you don't even want to talk to the person has annoyed you, is, I think, one of the biggest things I'm finding is the biggest virtue that you can ever have in a partner. So that's that. Okay.
Let me add this. One interesting thing I found or I've heard is that, especially in our society, I don't know if it's something that is everywhere, but, women tend to want to always be all done up, right? Because you're like, oh, you gotta keep him in the sheets or you gotta keep him at home, and it's like, oh, I'm doing BBL or I want to like always. For how long? You're bleaching your skin. You're doing all of this. Why? Do
you know what I think is funniest to me? The fact that we're even still talking about this. Like I just feel like. We're 2025.
It's still a whole thing. And it's like, what are they doing to keep up?
I just want to ask.
Like, why?
I don't understand.
What are you doing to keep up? No. And I think also, ultimately, if I think about things like this, like it actually really bothers me. I wish that us women can really connect with ourselves on a deeper, because again, if you think about it, it goes back to insecurity or someone tells we're not good enough or what have you. But no, like no, you don't have to do any of that. A man that loves you, when we talk about love, man, is sacrifice. Because again, go back to what love means. It's death, burial, resurrection, sacrifice. So, and back to what I want in a man, a complete man. A man that is complete, he doesn't need to be rubbing shoulders with men on the street saying, oh, I have 4 girls, or I have 2 girls. How about you? Oh, you're not your okay, I said no. Like a man that knows what inside and it's like, and he would, and if other guys are doing it, he will treat them with grace and hopefully be an influencer, supposed to be the one influenced. Do you get what I'm saying? I recently spoke to a friend of mine, and let me not, but it's okay. But like for me, it's just like, no, women, we don't need to be doing that. And I know it's hard. I know it's easier said. I've come to realize that it's very psychological as well. It's deeper than us trying to change our bodies or trying to keep up with the best hair. There's nothing wrong with looking good. Nothing wrong. We should look good, but not doing it so that someone does not look outside or someone does not treat us better. No, that should come just by the virtue of the fact that you're my husband or you're my boyfriend. It's regardless. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like your like your mother. You should treat your mother just because she's your mom. Like you shouldn't. It's not performance. So anyway.
No, it makes sense. I still saw an IG thing about this whole BBL thing, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed that in this time when we're seeing a lot of feminists and we're seeing a lot of just this idea of women being able to do better than we could have many years. I sometimes wonder if we're not regressing in that area. But I do think that, to your point, it's a lot more psychological, right? Because a lot of people will tell you that they're not doing it for men, and it's truly that. It might be that their dad told them, oh, my black baby, or my ugly duckling has become just the little things that people say. Especially from childhood. Especially for women. When I tell people I don't want girl children, they think I'm joking. But that's part of it. Because you say things so unconsciously.
Very.
Even a lot of times with women, and it's or with girl children, and I think that it can sometimes build into that. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. So let me go back. Now, in this rainy season, did you just get here? Would you say it's been 1 year, 2 years?
No, I would say By the way, my waiting season is not just about marriage.
Yes, and that's exactly why I want to go there.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I want to go there. So I say that because I want to know, one, in this waiting season, right? Let's say it's just about, let's focus on the marriage part. Let's say it's 6 months, right? The idea is that, okay, you'll now cross that part and then move on.
Yeah.
But in every other area of our lives, and the only other, I almost feel like we have 3 big things. We have that career,
Family,
we have family, and literally, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it goes, right? Family and friendships, love, whatever. We can pack that one. You almost kind of, you either get to a destination or not, right? Because I know people who, for example, are still not married, right? At older ages, who never got married, or who never had kids, right? So for some people, that could be their waiting season permanently, right? And so my question then is, do you ever then stop waiting? Like, do you ever? But I guess we can't really explore that if we're not there.
That part. But I think also is also not necessarily, like, I'm waiting, trusting. I'm not like, I'm trusting. My waiting means trusting and living. Yeah. While at it. Yeah. And I am very big in God's timing. Yeah. My prayer is literally, in fact, God, if it's not time, don't give me. I don't want. I'm not interested. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if it's not your will, I'm not interested. I don't want it. If it's not your time, I don't want it. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm praying for myself, I'm praying for my husband, I'm praying for our family, I'm praying for our businesses and our purpose, kingdom purpose, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I'm praying. Yeah. So, and I'm living my life, I'm living it every day. Yeah. I think same in career. So when you talk about waiting season and when that started, for me, started, honestly, maybe 3-4 months ago, I could just sense that I'm going into a season. Yes. Yes. It happens. And I don't particularly know what that season is for, if I'm being honest. But if I were to judge based on my desires, I would say marriage is one of them. Yeah. And I can now see myself being ready, right? That's number one. Number two is, again, this one I'm actually definitely not sure what that is, but I can sense that just like I'm having different want-tos, I'm having... it's like God is telling me it's time for something. I don't know what that thing is, if I'm being honest. Yeah. It might be... I don't want to put it in a bottle, in a box, and say it's career. Yeah. Right? But I can tell that there's something that God is shaping me for. Yeah. Yeah. Right? And again, it might just be only marriage. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Right? But that's what I sense.
So in those seasons, because they've happened before, right? How do you patiently navigate exploring that, right? Because, like you said, for me too, it's always restlessness. I'm just restless. Every now I'm like, I just know there's something. Yeah. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing in my life. Yeah. And I think for people like us, because I'm getting same vibes on certain things, that you are, like you said, a generalist. You can do a lot of things. So it's like, should it be that one? Should it be that one? Should it be that one? And then somebody calls you and you're like, oh yeah, I can jump on that. Oh yeah, I can jump on that. Oh, yeah. So you almost have to, okay, you're going to say.
Be jumping on everything.
Okay. So how do you navigate and explore which is the best one and all that? And I know you're going to say discernment, but there are people here that might not be Christian. So how do we break that down for them? And it's hard.
So I usually have the will, or I'll say release to do something, right? And I'll say that it's easy for me to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? So your question was what in particular?
So I'm saying in particular, how do you patiently navigate and explore that season and for it to reveal what it is. When we are having that feeling of you don't know what the season is about.
Right. So I think that from the past and even now, let me focus on now. I'm waking up every day and I'm showing up. I'm having conversations. There are times where I could just be eating or something or watching a TV show, an idea will come to me, and I can explore that. Whether it's like okay, or and I'm researching online, or I'm talking to somebody I know that is in this area, or going to work and then I meet somebody and I'm having conversations, or again, it depends on what it is, right? The truth of the matter is that I still show up. I don't like I'm living every day like it's a normal day for me, which is a normal day for me, right? And God will connect the dots. You remember what I said? It's like God will give you a desire. He will not tell you where you're going to.
Yep.
But you just have to wake up every day and show up, right? And then you meet somebody along the way, or you meet that's going to connect you to whether it's your career purpose led waiting, or your marriage led waiting, or it can be someone that's going to tell you about somebody, and they say, oh, I have an opportunity for you actually, and then they plug you. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just doing the everyday things that you would normally do. And if, for example, let's say I was waiting for a job, let's say, right, and I'm currently in a job already, I will, typically they'll tell you, oh, go for conferences in the area you want to go into, learn more about that, do more research, In that preparation, right, if you're spiritual, you would see that it could be that, oh, you went to church one day, and then someone beside you was saying, one thing, and then like, oh, like I can do that. Or it can be that, oh, you saw a job opening randomly sent to you on WhatsApp or LinkedIn. What again? You just but you have a desire. You've been preparing for it while at another job, right? Whether it's taking a course or just researching online or whatever it is, and then opportunities will come. Do you see what I'm saying? So when it comes to like a job, for example, but if it comes to like marriage, waiting also means just taking care of myself, right? Like I want to be a wife, Abby. Bible says that finds a wife. Am I a wife? I don't know if I'm a wife. So I had to say, okay, what does it mean to be a wife? Do you see what I'm saying? I'll listen to podcasts or like YouTube, like or just again, do you get what I'm saying? Just okay, what does it mean to be able to, first of all, me personally, or more masculine energy. Masculine energy. I remember there's one guy that I met like 2 years ago, and then he said to me, first day, it was just like friendship. He was like, you have masculine energy. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, what do you mean masculine energy?
I mean, I don't know what it means as far as the term.
Yeah. But basically, so I had to start, when you said, I just even, in fact, 2 guys had told me they had masculine energy. But I breathed it up, I was like, yeah, okay, cool, what's that mean? But as I evolved, I'm like, so it's like I take control. So it's like and in any and every situation, even when I'm the guy, I would take control of that situation. I'm not waiting for you to, like, apparently that's be like, oh my God, I can't do it. Oh, what is that? It's not like I have to play dumb. I ain't dumb.
And I can fix my own shit.
Like, I can fix my, come on now. But like, I had to also learn, and again, it's like, after having a new one too. And babe, when I tell you that, one of my friends now reached out to me that, oh, she's coming back to Nigeria, she's hanging out with me, stay in my house. And this my friend is with a feminine energy. She don't play. Like, she thinks spiritually, physically, she's feminine, but she's also very assertive.
Okay.
So when she came, she started teaching me things. I'm like, girl, so if I'm on a date, so are you telling me that I should now say, oh, I don't know what to order? She's like, and you not be like, I think, and you be suggestive actually. You be like, do you think we should have like crab cake? And I'm like, I don't understand. I know I want crab cake. Why am I asking? Do you think? You think what?
Please come and teach me. I was thinking,
girl, but
I should use it for my husband now.
Girl, I have to use it like mad. So girl was teaching me in the details, even to scents, even to, girl, that I'm just like this. You think is me normally jeans and wear my own jeans, I wear t-shirts, how intense is learning? I don't understand. And Ejimonye, you better put in. And guess what? I was enjoying it.
Yeah. And that's the good thing about it. That
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What's my business? I'm already going.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Yeah.
5 minutes. I'm done dressing up.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would still wear t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
Depending on where I'm going to,
Yeah,
right? So now, depending on where I'll put a bit more effort.
Yeah.
So I'm learning, and I have the desire to learn.
Yeah.
I didn't have desire before.
Yeah.
So that is how in that season, the Holy Spirit also put people in your life.
Yeah.
You don't have to be manipulative about it, because now when it's not something for you because of you are seeing it somewhere, you want to now be like it. Nothing wrong with that, depending on it, depending on what it is. But some people are manipulative.
Yeah.
So they will now try to be in your life to take from you.
Yeah.
That's not what that is.
Yeah.
So you see how God intentionally now planted her in my life. She's like, oh, I'm coming to your house. You know, she was with me for a few days. You know, she lives in London, right? And then she started teaching me things from scents to my dressing to even my mannerism, being suggestive and all of that, you know, to hair. Girl. By the way, I had hair before. But depending on the day, child, so I started learning. But for me, it's like, girl, I gotta be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to substitute femininity for comfort. Sorry.
Yeah.
If it's not going to be in alignment with comfort, we're going to stick masculine. But again, it's like I started enjoying myself. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, I received this. Oh, I like this, And so that's how I saw how God was being intentional. It's like He wanted me to learn that and understand how to be a woman, how to rest.
Yeah.
Because again, for me, it's like I want to take control. Because that's all I've known as well. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay. I get it. And I've tried it out as well. It works.
Okay, like I said, I want lessons. No, this is cool. And I really like this. And I'm hoping, again, there's some young people. When we talked about we're going to talk about wasting, I honestly did not even think we're going to focus on marriage. So I'm really, really happy because I do think that a lot of young people, or even, that's the thing, even older
people,
whatever, because at the end of the day, it's just, I like to think about this thing as the idea that we all wait in one way or the other for different things.
Absolutely.
For me, my waiting was career. In fact, it still feels like career in some ways. Yes, I was unmarried up until 38, but that never felt like a waiting season for me. To your point, I was ready and I met my husband within a couple of months. The moment I had started to think about it. In fact, it was so bad. I know.
Oh, wow.
It was that bad. It was like maybe 3 months or something, and we talked, and then, it still took a minute, but I'm just saying, the whole, meeting him and all of that, it was like, God was just waiting for me to just say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And I said, I'm ready, and it was like magic. It really did feel like magic, and I do think that God works like that.
And He will make things quick for you. He will compress time for you.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like, again, for me, waiting is also resting. Yeah. Because people also think that waiting is like, you become anxious.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
The Bible says, be anxious for nothing. I don't think it's like a spiritual podcast.
No, please. We end up making this every time.
So just rest.
Yeah.
Rest in thanksgiving.
But here's the thing. It's easier in some areas than it is, and that was where I was getting it. With marriage, I knew I did not even bother myself about that one. You could have slapped me each way. Whatever they talked, they said, they did, I didn't care.
Yes.
With work, think about it. Like, most people have done undergrad and they're already business owners.
I know.
They're already. See, I just was. You people cannot see intern, but intern is here. Intern works with me as what are you? Research associates. I made her the supervisor. All of that. Instead is 20 something, and I started a business and it's making more money than me. As I'm telling you, like this.
See,
like,
let me tell you,
me, I have a PhD. I just want to know.
Normal levels.
Where's the money? Oh my God! Like, what is this? Like, where is he? What are we? What am I still exploring? What am I still looking?
I've been beauty feature for 7 years.
Yes.
Like, where is it?
Exactly.
So, girl.
So let's talk about that, because I do think it's easier in certain things than in others, and I do find that is where sometimes, even if your faith is strong in one area, your faith is not strong in the other. So let's talk a little bit about that, because you have like what, 5 businesses?
No,
I was trying to
calm down.
You just told me about the healthcare one.
Yeah.
Fichaya?
Yeah, Fichaya.
Fichaya.
There was one.
Yes, there was a hospitality one that you shared with me.
Yeah.
There's something else.
There's something else that I am working on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Did we talk about it? Or maybe I just heard?
No, you didn't. I don't know.
Okay,
but like, I'm working on it. I don't want to say that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. In silence.
Okay, 4.
But I do have career, so I'm also like, I'm a fintech babe.
You actually still have a 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes, content creation. I think my guys had dug out that you had done something with content creation.
Yeah, I do that in all my jobs. I do that with like Michael Health and Pichaya.
Okay.
But I'm in partnerships at a fintech company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you doing that? How is
structure?
Okay.
People.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, the healthcare company, it's run by the CEO. Like this whole process, right? And again, back to God's wisdom as well, right? So we're co-founders and everything, but he's doing his thing, right? He's run the company. We have customers, taking care of people. So I was not earning for the longest time in that company, but I was, pumping resources. Yeah. I'm also like a thought partner and co-founder with my partner, right? Yeah. And I still do content creation as well, and all of that. So. So that's for example how that is run. Same for what I'm about to work on. There's his own CEO. They are doing their thing. I'm just a backbone, because I'm the kind of person that after I'm realizing, and then I'm a friend of mine said I'm like a platform, but I'm like a backbone. I'm behind the scenes, but you will not see me. So the only one you will see me is Fichaya, because I'm the CEO, right? So that one I have to take control. Yeah. And so I think that's the one that even is a burden emotionally, psychologically, mentally, but I have a co-founder that makes this is my burden, right? But again, with Fichaya, the reason I'm able to do that and then still do Piggyvest, for example, is because there's a whole system, there's structure, there are people that are running, making things work and happen. And then, I have proper, I have a schedule where things can happen and make things happen, right? And then, girls, every day struggle to get better, to keep ensuring that things are moving forward, things are, evolving and all of that. So that's how I do it, essentially.
And you were saying that you're still waiting to blow. So what's your waiting in your career? Has that journey been like for you, or felt like?
It's been really good because I keep learning. So honestly, if you want me excited, let me just be learning. The moment I'm bored, go and check why I'm there. There's a deeper reason why I'm there, or another reason why I'm there, right? As long as I'm learning, I'm evolving, I'm growing. That is what gets me excited, and that is how I've actually evolved and grown. Yeah. Right. In all my jobs, to be honest with you, that zeal, and when I'm joining any companies, I also have this ownership mentality. I don't even know where I got it from. Yes. Wherever I am, it's I'm the owner of it. Yes. I remember one fintech, one of the Flutterwave, SB in Flutterwave, one of the members there. Okay. And I remember a couple of people say, are you part of the co-founders? I'm like, no, I'm just so. Nobody really understood, this girl, she seems different. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? And that has opened doors for me after I left Flutterwave. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even as at still a month ago, she was like, oh, let me hire you, like, come. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't wanna, like, I'm not interested. Because again, I know where God is leading me, and I know that I'm definitely not trying to work in any other company right now. Do you get? So, so wherever you are, take it like it's your own. Keep trying to learn. Keep showing up. People, show up and show up well. Be a boss. Like, be assertive. Get things done. And I'm not saying that you don't have this, that you're down. Right? That's normal. It's life. But at least if they compare the whole, your whole time there, it should not be that always you are more low than up. So. And then I think that's it for the most part, to be honest, right? That's how I've evolved, and just being that way has opened doors for me. So I'm never stranded, right? So it's like, that's essentially what I would advise anybody, because that's what I've done. But in this season, when it comes to career, and again, I don't know what blow it means, but I definitely want to be that for the lifestyle where I can travel anywhere I want, or do anything I want, or But I think that's. For me, I'm just showing up again. Like I said, wherever I'm showing up, I'm trying to show up better, just get feedback. Sometimes I know I slack sometimes. Normal. Right? So I get feedback, I'm like, okay, you know what, let's go. Do you get? I'll get better. But I think ultimately, in this season, showing up is definitely one. Prayerfully showing up too, because I want God to lead my path. Even for future, for example, I'm like, God, we need to go. We need to like be in more, take more territories. You get what I'm saying? And I can remember we lost one big client recently, right? Michael found out we I said that. But and I was doing everything possible, and the way we lost it was so stupid. We didn't do anything wrong, right? But I was trying to use my human wisdom to say, let me do this, let's send gifts, let's apologize, and I genuinely wanted that. But I just had the Holy Spirit say, rest. Ejimonye, go home. I'm like, what do you mean go home? Go home to where? I'm get coming back. I go home. Go and rest. And I have to now remind myself that if God gave me this client, wouldn't He give me way much more? So, Ejimonye, what's the problem? Does it not own the world? Come on. Do you see what I'm saying? So, it's just, again, resting. Because, again, there are times where, babe, I was anxious that period. So, in fact, I had to even go and leave. I'm actually on leave right now. Because I was like, and I know where I want us to be. There's a projection. And it's like, we listen to these clients. How does that align with the projection? We're meant to be going forward, not going backwards. And it's like frustrating. I'm not saying that you will not feel all the frustrations on a day-to-day basis, right? Or even your team annoying you. Honestly, microphone is like Holy Spirit to me. I swear, because she's like, please calm down. She's like, don't worry. Okay, let's go to the drawing table. This has not happened. Because I'm just like, and I think just ultimately just saying, you know what, at the end of the day, God will guide my footsteps, and He is guiding our footsteps. So that's how I would wait me every day. I think even like in dating, for example, you meet guys that are douchebags along the way. I'm a girl, I tell God, please don't send. I'm not
like, can we not? Can we just not waste our time?
But
Like, I love it so much. And because we've talked a lot, I'm going to skip a lot of the questions around being an entrepreneur. But I will say this, as a female entrepreneur, what will you say is the strongest value, maybe, to have or to hold on to?
Being assertive.
Yes.
Don't and that's what I was saying, feminine energy, right? In the world of feminine energy, you're like, no, in business, you're like, you set a goal, being very goal oriented, because I actually evolved into being very much more goal oriented, being like numbers driven and all of that. But being assertive, that you have a goal, whatever that goal looks like, whether it's having the best people, whether it's having the numbers you want to get, don't don't play. Like, be focused. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hang around the right people that can give you advice, quality advice,
Yeah.
to get to what you want to get to.
Yeah.
Learn that the resources are ridiculous these days. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's ChatGPT, whatever it is, and then talk to people.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I was talking to my co-founder about recently. Like, man, I realized that even me, it was a reminder for me, like, relearning, talking to people. Talk. Don't stop talking. Not talking jazz. I mean, like, talk to people. Oh, what are your problems today? What are you experiencing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, having conversations that, opportunities will come. So be assertive. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This has been fun. I think for me, one of the things I've just heard you say over and over again is, one, rest. I like to work. I like to be busy, but knowing how to rest. It's not saying that you don't put in the hard work. It's not saying that you don't put in, you don't get busy, but it also means being at peace, right? And being at peace with the one who created the world, who has control. Exactly. At least for us as believers, is just, important. And I love that so much. Yeah. And I think, going after what you want, right? It's like you're saying, being goal-oriented. And it's not just about this. It's like you're saying, you've learned a lot as you're trying to prepare for each season. So when that season comes, you prepare and then you move on. And I really love that. Okay. So before we go, I want to ask, what's one message you would like to send to someone listening who's doubting their season, maybe feels stuck, unseen, or tired of waiting?
One message. Trust God, bro. like, trust God. Like, He loves you and He has your back. Be surrendered. And that's like a huge word for me in the past 1 year. Like, surrender to God. Like, surrender. Don't think, I know I'm a very smart woman. I know I'm very assertive, like I said, and I know I'm all of these things. But stay surrendered. And He will literally, He will speak to you, He will guide your path. He will tell you who to talk to. He will tell you where to go to. You just have an idea. You think it's your idea. It's a lie. It's not your idea. Do you get what I'm saying? Someone will call you that from nowhere, or just trust. Like, don't be anxious, because it's from anxiousness that you now see yourself doing things that are illegal, or being shady with your friends or with your community. It's from that, I want to get somewhere, that you then see some ill behaviors come in the mix, or you hang around the wrong person because of you want to get to a particular goal. Why? Trust God, right? And just be diligent, stay diligent in the everyday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, we didn't talk about this, because now which social media handle should they follow? Should they follow the personal? Should they follow Fichaya?
Follow Fichaya, beg. We need to grow. And leave me. You're not going to say anything. See, on my personal page, I've not posted in last, I think, almost 1 year.
Really?
Yeah, I went through a bad breakup on my post shit. I was like, I'm just like, it's like I'm not ready. Like, my spirit, I don't have that release to post. But I post on my stories too. But I'm posting about baby stuff. Babies crack me up. Children crack me up. So I post things like that. But please follow Fichaya, follow Michael Health, follow the one that's coming. Okay.
we'll tag all of them. So we're healed from the breakup, though. Like,
I'm still healing.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. No, but like So that's what I realized. Healing is a journey.
That one I agree.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
And I remember, again, part of I want progress. I think it was in March or something. I was like, God, are we still here? Yeah, let me, I'm on heal now. What are you, day? Like, move on now. Like, I'm just like, oh shit, no. Like, I had to come to the place of it's a process, right? Yeah. I remember just before my birthday, I was depressed like mad. Like, I remember my photo shoot, I don't think anybody knew.
You had a photo shoot though. I love it.
Girl. But in the photo shoot though, what people didn't know in that photo shoot was that I was like, oh, give me a moment. And I went to one of my rooms and I cried like mad. I don't know why I was crying, by the way. But I just knew that I didn't know. And I just kept on crying. Thankfully, this particular room was dark in my house, and there was music playing because I don't want anybody to know I'm crying. I don't know if it's part of my masculine energy, but I didn't want anybody else crying, and I wailed and I cried, and I was talking to God like I can't remember what I was saying, but I was just like I was wailing, and I can't remember telling God that I want a hug. I need His embrace. I want to feel Him. I want to I don't care. I don't want to just know. I want to feel you. Like I really want to feel you, girl. Like an hour later, start crying. My daddy walks in and he gives me a big heart.
Oh, I love that. Please don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
Oh, thank you. My mind though. But my daddy knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm still healing. I'm not where I used to be, obviously. I'm way better now. In fact, one thing that was a big thing for me this past week, I still realized that I was like, oh my God, I'm experiencing a bit of forgiveness. God, why? Like, I thought, like, why is this showing up, right? And my word for me was like, look at me. Focus on me. Focus on Jesus. Focus on me.
Yeah.
Like don't focus on any other thing. Yeah. Like that's the problem. You're shifting your gaze on the thing or whatever it is. No, focus on me. Yeah. I am good and I'm merciful and I love you and you know, like it's so beautiful. It's like and once you focus on that, you know, it's like even the things that are a bad thing begins to fall off. Yeah. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And when you now sit, you're like, oh, that happened. Oh, okay. It's like you just feel at ease. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, hanging out with like amazing support system is everything and more. But yeah, I don't think that I'm fully healed. But I believe that like I'm definitely not where I used to be. Like I'm in a much better place to be able to love. Yeah. Right. And a friend of mine, in fact, to buttress the healing point, I think it was in May or June. A friend of mine did something to me, and girl, I attacked her. I was like, not physically, of course, I don't do that, but like I attacked her. I was like, no, I believe you meant to do this thing. Like it is wrong. I'm not gonna have it. Like you know, like if you're gonna change, let me know. Yeah. Let's stop being friends. Like life is not that deep. If this is who you now are, it's okay. But we're not meant to be in each other's lives. And then, girl, that was. And then I was like, I know I'm not crazy that this was what it was. And then we spoke over the phone after like a couple of days, and then we now met in person. And then when we now spoke, she's like, you know my character. Yeah. You know me. Yeah. Like that's not who I am. And I hear you and I see how this thing looks like what you're saying it is, and I'm sorry. That yes, it did look like that, but that was not my intention. And more important, that's not my character. I've never shown this kind of traits to think I'm that kind of person. And I was like, girl, you're right, yeah. This is a way the ugly experience showed up, right? And then I was like, oh, okay, Ejimonye, part of healing, you don't assume. And again, because I was like, by their fruit you shall know them. Yes. He told you once. Don't try to ask, are you really this person? Yeah. But it's also, if someone has also shown you who they are consistently, hear them out and know if, basically be mindful, watch them. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was how that experience I went through showed up. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I know I'm not fully healed, for real. And then I was like, okay, unlock, okay, cool. So now next time, if a very good friend of mine should do something ill, I'm like, oh no, you did that was not okay. Yeah. Why? Yeah. And if I see that becomes a thing, then I can now say, okay. Yeah. Slowly but surely. Oh, okay. You know. But if you just say one thing, day or day is okay, all is well. You know. But so I think it's a process, and I'm thankful for the journey.
I love that, and thank you for being so vulnerable. Actually, because again, that's why I wanted to do this show. Yeah. But I also think that again, people just you see the camera and you kind of get guarded, and I really appreciate that. I forgot to tell you something.
Tell me.
You get to ask me one question, and I did not tell you this in every of the however many times we've spoken about doing this show today.
Really?
Yes. You get to ask me one question before we leave.
Any question.
Any question.
And you're gonna be very vulnerable with
Yes.
They're not gonna be vulnerable, then I'm not gonna bother myself. Okay. Let me think. What would you say is how long have you been married for?
Oh. Just it's a year next month.
A year? Oh,
yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. Okay.
So we're 10 months, is that what it is?
10 months.
Yeah, 11 months.
11.
At the end, no, it's 11 months at the end of the month, October 26th, then 1 year next month. So it's 10 months now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So, marriage before marriage and after marriage, what has been the biggest difference for you? What has been your experience? Honestly, if you're not going to be honest,
no.
Yeah.
I feel like we talk. I maybe not necessarily talked about it per se, but yeah, people ask me privately. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
So I think for me, it's just being with somebody else. So certain things that you were saying about being independent. I'm the first child. Mm-hmm. I'm the first child of 7.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Really? That is
Nobody
crazy.
believes that. I say this all the time.
Wow.
Nobody believes that.
Oh, wow.
Because my mother be acting like he's like a grandpa. No,
Yeah.
he actually doesn't. He's just a very wise man.
Yeah.
But no, I'm the first. And independent. I was the one that went there first, so figured out all the things and all of that stuff. And like I said, marriage was not my thing. Like I knew I was going to get married, but I wasn't tripping about the whole timing and everything.
Yeah.
I got some moments here and there, but anyway, all of this long story to say that I don't think I really knew what to expect with marriage. And I mean that in more of the practical sense. Thankfully, I'm a Christian like you, read up, we did counseling, we did we did books together. And because we were working on our show, Tosoid, we had been practically reading devotions and books and everything because we were doing a show called The Other Sides of I Do, right? Wow. And that was what actually brought us together physically.
Oh, wow, okay.
So in preparing for that show, where we were, I mean, we knew we weren't experts, and we were saying we were not experts at this thing, but we were talking about marriage, and we want you to understand what love is and all of this, and marriage, and what God is saying about marriage. We were, at least I was, because at least he's married, or he was married before, so at least he had some kind of idea. I was unknowingly preparing beyond just what I'd been learning from church services or church conferences and that kind of stuff. But I don't think I understood the practical things, like, again, behind the scenes people that you guys cannot see. Emmanuel is always surprised when, like yesterday was the opening of the one place I work at. And I was at work, I don't know, from 12 o'clock till 12 o'clock. And I got home and I started dividing pepper into what's going to be tomato base versus shombo base versus satashi base. The onion, the okra, these, like, I don't understand, like, now, obviously, if it was just me, practically, this is not going to happen, there's no way. But I have my husband to feed, and I have, other staff people. I knew, I knew I was doing a show today. I wanted to make sure that there was food in the house so that anybody who wants to eat will eat. That's just I can almost say that, yes, practically me alone, I would never have done that. Like, I'm the kind of person who still cares enough, and like, but I probably have ordered food. I would probably thought we'll figure it out when you get here. Like, the singleness of it is, we're all single and we're all doing this together. But now I'm not just representing myself, I'm representing my husband. And even though my husband could cook, he's a very, very good cook. It's still part of what I do, or I have to do. Not because anybody's forcing me, but because, like you said, that you're a wife. You're a wife, and there are things that come with being a wife, whether you like it or not. But I also think it was practical things. Like, I got sick for our honeymoon, and this boy had to deal with, things that I didn't think he was going to deal with until maybe after I had children.
Right.
Like, and literally, we were dealing with it within a month or two of what's it called, pregnancy, pregnancy, of marriage.
Right.
You know, and I think for me, that's the one thing that I'm very shocked about. Like, even sometimes he's like burping, and I'm like looking at him like, dude, now come on.
What did he go farting like?
Oh, see, we have a rule: go into the room, and so he has to apologize into the bathroom. So he has to apologize when he does it in public. Yes, I am that girl. I am a very weird girl. So you know, you have to wash your hands. Typically, they know.
No, that one is
like all these different, like you know, but men.
So you don't fight in front of your husband?
I'm not yet. I think I did once when
After
I was
1
sleeping.
year.
I know it's not. I'm not yet ready to. I'm sorry.
You've not tried
I'm telling you, you can ask him.
And the first part, you go to the toilet?
Yes.
How's mine do? Let me be honest with you, I will fight.
And I think it's a personality thing.
I know.
Even my siblings,
My friends like that.
Sometimes when we're talking about it, like in my siblings group chat, and they'll be saying something like, oh, something poo, and they kind of poo that. And I'm like, stop now. Why do you guys act like...
Actually, look, I actually don't like poo.
Do you understand?
That one is like...
I literally lock the toilet. No.
Still smell now. He will still perceive the smell.
No, but there's a lot of sprays. I'm very addicted to Bath and Body Works.
If you like,
No. So there's toilet spray, like the one you press inside the toilet, and then there's the outside spray. I have all the tricks. I even take my...
She'll soon be pregnant.
That's what I mean. That's what he's been waiting for. That's what he's quite literally been waiting for. I feel like he's just waiting for that. And now that same sickness, I've had it like 3 different times.
Oh, wow.
Thankfully, I'm not like vomited yet. No,
right.
actually, no, I did. Oh God, the poor boy has suffered, and that was a problem more for me than it was for him.
Yeah.
I'm not a weak girl. I mean, I'll do it once in a while, but I'm not a weak girl. So every time I take off my hair, like, are you okay? Like, are you sure? Like, I know, like, you like my natural hair more, but I just feel like I just be looking good, and then all of a sudden now I'm just looking normal.
I feel like. So, and here's one of the things that, sorry,
it's okay.
One of the things that I say to my friends, that I understand feminine energy, and part of feminine energy is looking good and
Yeah.
But, like, I really need him to understand me in the everyday.
I maintain. I promise you. And it's best that he sees you first that way. I mean, he met me, like, again, and everybody knows me. So, you know,
wait, this is everyday?
No, that's what I'm saying. The flip. See, I do too. I'm like his mom. It's so funny because I think that at the end of the day, that's why I was like, he went to get married, his mom and his sister. All his sisters, all very natural. We do too cool, too big brace friendships. That's it. So if you like, if you don't like it, Mama, move. I beg, I don't have time. And don't even get me wrong. Like I will still do. I love hair. So I love changing up my this part of my body. Dressing, I'm just getting into. But I think for me, my natural is my base.
Right.
Do you know how like people do makeup for their show?
Yeah.
When they see me do makeup, they know that I'm going somewhere. I did not do anything.
They don't be going somewhere, we're still trying our best.
Do you understand? So for me, it's like a whole process. So I think, you know, but it was good. I met him that way. And so
do you think he was prepared? Like because of he was previously married?
Yes, I think because he was previously married. And, you know, thankfully his parents are really, really real, very, very, you know, that kind of thing. So I think that helps. But in general, I think it helped that. And that was part of what I was now having to kind of think. Like, okay, I know you are ready, but I'm not ready, or I'm not seeing this, I'm not experiencing. And I feel like part of it is also that you're not experiencing as a first the way I'm experiencing it as a first. Right. So that has been kind of a little bit like...
You feel like you have...
So interestingly enough, because I'm still independent and firstborn and all of that, I feel like I stress him out more. Like he actually has to, because again, I'm sure we're different personalities and we're different people, right? So he still now has to adjust more to me, and give me more grace than I would probably give him grace. And it's not because I like, again, for me, I'm not using it as you were married before. Like, for me, I don't really care. I'm a different person. So the way you have to deal with me is totally different from that. But I think for me, it's just in general, understanding that grace that I have to give as a woman,
Right.
as a wife. So they were here earlier on, they were supposed to have prepared for all of this and some of the issues that, so like the way I will like be upset about my needs being met, is a lot different. But I do think that I didn't date a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, so for me, I didn't have anybody to compare him with.
Right.
So it wasn't like there was some standard or anything like that. And I
right.
think for me that was very helpful. All right, thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you for sticking to the end. Thank you so much for coming. And we'll see you later. Oh, like, listen, subscribe,
comment,
all the good stuff.
Share.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining me in today's episode. Just like you would share with friends about a great book you read, don't forget to share this if you enjoyed it. Connect with us on IG and Twitter at TWWPcast and get details on the website at worldwithoutpeople.org. And hey, remember to make loving others the story of your life. Until next time, this is the World Without People.